Hello and welcome back. I am Zip here to have more crypto conversations with you. Can you feel the calm before the storm? I hope so. We're going to go over some things today and why you should absolutely be expectant of a huge profit-taking event in the next few months going over into 2026. Again, please hit those likes, pop the comments in there. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. Welcome all the new subscribers. And remember, preparation is the key. Think about your exit strategies as we are going to see acceleration in this digital asset environment with XRP, which we're going to talk about, and many other phenomenal real world use coins as they absolutely are dismantling the financial environment and the things that are going on within it. With that, keep in mind, Caleb and Brown, the link is in the description. It's an absolutely secure, easy way to get out of these environments if you decide and you make that choice. Remember, nothing I say is financial advice. I'm just having a conversation with you as we travel along in this exhilarating journey together. The calm before the storm. Ladies and gentlemen, there is so much happening and we're starting to see the populace become aware of this environment in large scale. I'm watching a couple videos yesterday and I see videos of a couple ladies out there talking about investments. Remember, the youth, the younger generations, they live on their phones. They create content. And she's out there talking about that she has $1.5 million worth of XRP invested in the market. She's excited. She's talking to her friend. Her friend knows nothing about digital assets. That is the key. Many folks out there have no understanding of crypto. That's the point of these videos and the content. Yes, to keep you excited, and hopefully you are, and you see the big picture. But more so, that calm before the storm of a wave of folks that are going to come in to this environment, a wave of institutions that are coming on board. Another video out there, Big Sean, hip hop artist out there, up on stage telling folks, speaking, talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and yes, XRP, telling his audience, buy now. Now is the time to buy. If you're sitting on the sidelines and you've got that feeling inside of you that you know that you've picked the right one with regards to XRP, load up. Because the one thing we don't want to do is look back 3 months from now, 6 months from now, or longer, and have that empty gut feeling of what could have been. Yes, it's risky, but you have to see everything that is going on. And with that, wealth manager Nate Geraci, is highlighting that the amount of institutional players coming into XRP is absolutely underestimated. Why? Over, the last 3 months, the XRP futures ETFs have over $1 billion of inflows into them. And these are future contracts. There is a swell of capital that is going to be coming in to these crypto markets, and XRP is aligning itself as one of the premier cryptos that is absolutely going to take off. That ball is being held underneath of that water, and it's getting ready to pop out with so much force that if you're not prepared, you're going to miss it. The XRP futures contracts, again, they don't hold the spot XRP. They don't hold the asset. You know, he's also talking about Gemini recently. Think about this, that XRP MasterCard that was just released on Monday. Gemini now has surpassed Coinbase with recent app downloads. This is all getting out there to the masses. They are figuring out, and as that flywheel continues, and out of the words of the mouths in videos, they talk about XRP. What do you think's going to happen when the XRP ETFs pop? 8 to 15 ETFs all at once. Many of those spot ETFs. There is going to be a supply of money and capital that come into this environment. Is it going to $1,000 overnight? No, not in my opinion. I won't hate it if it does, but it is going to go up. $10, $15, $30. And there's still folks out there saying $100 by the end of this year, going into 2026. That's what you have to wrap your mind around. And if you're waiting for that thing to start to take off, and then you're going to decide to unload capital, dry powder into it, not the right time. The time is now, when things seem calm. That calm before the storm, before large news events start to drop, and that FOMO, and everyone starts getting excited and they start diving into it. You're absolutely not too late. But you have to think about this with regards to the future and where it's going to go in the future, that long-term macro view that we talk about all the time. You have to change your mind frame. When those ETFs drop, along with the Clarity Act, hopefully they get this thing done by October. The rails are established, and it's just about loading the carts with XRP, with other crypto, and it taking off. There is not going to be time, if you have not been through these markets before, I cannot emphasize enough, when things start to rocket. You've seen small ups and downs, but when things really start to take off and that rocket fuel is put into the boosters and it takes off, hold on. Get your seatbelt on, because you're going to need it. And if you're not mentally prepared and you haven't been establishing your accounts at Caleb and Brown, Kraken, Uphold, whatever your exchange is, and you've got in your mind that you're going to have time to do it, then you're going to miss it. I've been there. I've been through it. I've witnessed it. And I was not prepared. It's all happening. We're not thinking big enough. I'm telling you, we're not thinking big enough with what is going on around this crypto environment. Why? Look at what Trump and his family are doing. The Trump media group, is all in. They are putting all of their money, tons, billions of dollars into crypto. They have the deal with crypto.com, where they bought billions of dollars of Crow, and they're building that decentralized environment of DeFi. They're all in the Genius Act. They have the USD1 stablecoin that is growing tremendously fast. The Genius Act didn't just happen. It was masterful. Remember, the Genius Act is aligning the US dollar. They have to have treasuries, assets backed up one for one with treasuries or some other asset within their portfolios backing up these stable coins. RLUSD, USDC, USD1. All of this is not just by happenstance. It is a design plan to absolutely demolish the old system. Remember, they're having these treasury bond sales. No one's there to scoop them up. That Stablecoin Act was absolutely genius. And the big long-term picture of what it is going to do. But the Trumps are all in. And many, many more. We see all of these treasuries being established. Bitcoin Treasury Solutions, Ethereum Treasury Solutions, XRP Treasury Solutions. It's not rocket science to see what is happening here, but you just have to position yourself correctly in these real world utility coins like XRP, XLM, HBAR, XDC, Flare, which I'm building content for that. There is so much going on. There's so much to be excited about. Do not wait on the sidelines is the caution here. You know, it's an absolutely bigger strategy, a bigger plan than we can even speak to. I hope, ladies and gentlemen, you see it. I hope you're being safe out there, and I really hope you are preparing, because our minds are about to be blown. Going into Q4, we're at the end of August at this point. September is absolutely going to be fire. And going into the last quarter of 2025 into 2026 is going to be explosive. And I can't state that enough. That is not hype. That is accurate. We've seen this before, and I can feel it. And I know many of you can feel it. Drop it in the comments. Tell me how you're doing out there. Tell me how excited you are. Do you have your plans ready? I hope so. We're working on some other things to bring to you to help talk about exit strategies. I've seen your comments. Tell me what you want to hear, and we'll try to build some content around that. We are all on this journey together. I appreciate all of you. And I'm so looking forward to the future and expectant of great things and expectant of being able to meet many of you. Speaking of which, if you're hanging on to the end of this video, it's usually when I drop the nuggets, if you haven't figured that out yet. But at the end of the in January, we're going to do a meetup in Fort Lauderdale. Go out to the Staple Crew and look at the meetup, the XRP meetup that we're having in Fort Lauderdale. Well, we'll be speaking and shaking hands and talking about the future and preparing our way for generational wealth. And with that, until next time, Zip is out.